I'm Michael Diamond. This is Muscle Central. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, the Arnold UK is right around the corner. Now, Hadi Choopan, who is scheduled to be on stage there's a little question of whether he will actually make it to the Arnold UK. There's some talk that there might still be some visa issues looming. Now, we are very close to the Arnold UK. I would think that if there was nothing still unresolved as far as visa, he would be in the country by now, this close to the show, and we haven't heard anything yet about him arriving in the UK. So that's a little bit in question. Samson Dauda will be at the Arnold UK. At first, there were some questions right after the Arnold. It sounded like he might not make it to the UK show. He was to get a checkup, some tests done. He wasn't feeling good. Everything seems to be okay, and he has confirmed now that yes, he will be on stage at the Arnold UK. Most people, I think you won't find anybody at this point now that would not agree that Hadi is going to leave the Arnold UK if he's on stage there with another victory. I would say it's safe to say that most people would say that Samson will take second place honors. If Hadi can make it into the country, is not on stage, most people would give the victory to Samson. But it's not so clear cut. You know, Samson, it looks like his body might be faltering a little bit, fighting back. His two best showings were the two previous shows before this, the two shows he did after the Olympia, the Romania and the Prague. This was not at that level. It was more on the lines of the Olympia, maybe even a step or two behind what he brought to the Olympia. He says that he's not doing too many shows. That's not the problem. He pointed out that before he hooked up with Milos, he would do 5 shows in a year and there wasn't any issue. Yeah, but before you hooked up with Milos, when you were doing those 5 shows in a year, you were carrying 40 to 50 pounds less muscle. I firmly believe that the bigger you are, the more difficult it is to do multiple shows like that. I'm not saying that he has to do 1 show a year, that he can't do more than 1 show a year. Sure, he should be able to, no problem. But I think once you get to a certain size, it becomes more difficult to do that many shows back to back. The body needs more of a rest. That's what I think the problem is. I personally think that he would probably be better off pulling out of the Arnold UK. But he wants to compete in front of his hometown people. He comes from the UK. What if Hadi comes in first and Samson doesn't come in second, or Hadi's not there and Samson's not leaving with a victory? It's not out of the question. There are a lot of people that argue that Rafael Brandao could have been ahead of Samson at the Ohio show. Rafael Brandao is not going to be there. He's focusing on the Arnold, Brazil. He's from Brazil, and that's where he wants to put his energy now. Jonathan De La Rosa gave Rafael Brandao a run for his money, but Hakeem Williams. Now, Hakeem Williams, in the prejudging, he was falling around 7th, 8th place. He ultimately placed 6th. The finals, he was in a 4-man call-out with Hardy, Samson, and Rafael Brandao. John De La Rosa, who placed 4th, which should have been in that call-out also, wasn't even in that call-out. Hakeem got straight 4th place votes across the board with the judges. What if we would brought in that package to prejudging, and the same, if not a little better, tweakings and coming a little better for the finals? Hakeem Williams is a big man. Someone like John De La Rosa, I would think that Samson, even if he slips a little bit more, could probably just overpower him with his size, his shape, and his structure. But Samson's not going to overpower Hakeem. Hakeem brought in a terrific package. And he got straight 4th place across the board. Who knows? He might have placed higher if he brought in a better package, even better package. That package that he brought to the finals, if he brought that to prejudging, he might have placed above Rafael Brandao, and he could stand with Samson as far as size. He's not going to be out-muscled. If Samson's body is faltering and he slips back a little bit more, he could be beaten by somebody on that stage other than Hadi Chupan. I would not bet against that. It's a very real possibility at this point. I think his body needs a rest. Then you got to compound the stress of him and Milos breaking up after 2.5 years. I don't know if he has somebody else already lined up, or he's looking, or he's not looking, or what the deal is. But there has to be stress involved with that also. And all that can play a factor on what you ultimately bring to the stage. Samson being beaten by somebody other than Hadi at the Arnold UK, it is a possibility. If you agree or disagree with what I've said, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.